What's up everybody, welcome back to yet another video. Let's learn about Midjourney prompt guide. So let's start. First of all, you can use style keywords like this is a standard image that we generated, but with these same prompts that you use to generate this image, if we add Japanese anime style, so it has created this into anime style. You can use prompts like Pixar movie style, so it will create the image in that style. So basically steampunk style, okay, cyberpunk style, etc, etc, Waterhouse style. So basically you can give any style in the world that you think of, and you can make it so that it represents your unique style. So if you go onto the next section, here you can see you can give Midjourney the artist name. That, for example, you want to create an art in style of Da Vinci, you can give Midjourney the name of an artist and you can say that I want this image in style of Da Vinci or in style of Picasso, etc, etc, and Midjourney will understand it and it will create an image that represents the style of an artist that you are talking about. The next thing that you can do is you can give Midjourney the render settings or the lighting properties like volumetric lighting, cinematic lighting. You can talk about blue lighting, long exposure, softbox lighting, all of that. So Midjourney will take into account all of these settings when creating an image. Another thing that you can do with the prompt is to stylize the output. So basically if you press --s in your prompt and then you give the number like 700, it will generate an image. But if you increase this number like 20,000, it will stylize the prompt even more, it will stylize the image even more. So less stylized, less number, more stylized, more higher number. So going toward a more chaotic look, you can increase the abstraction in an image, more chaotic image, by giving the prompt --chaos, and this is low chaos. So you can type like --chaos 200 and it will generate images like this, and 5000 it will generate more high chaotic images. So this is basically an image of an Eiffel Tower, less chaotic, more chaotic. So let's go further into resolution. You can give Midjourney the resolution like 8K, 4K, photorealistic, ultra photorealistic, ultra detailed, etc, etc, and it will take into account these resolution as well. So you can give Midjourney the aspect ratio like 3:2, 1:1, 1:3, 5:1, etc, etc. Any ratio that you want to create an image in, 16:7, you can do that as well. So it will take into account your aspect ratio as well. You can also provide an image as a prompt. For that you have to press / and then image, and then you can give a URL of an image, or you can give a location of an image in your desktop as well, and then you can type like box full of chocolates, etc, etc. You can type a prompt after that. This is very unique. You can provide images and create an image based on that. You can also filter out words from your images. For example, you have created KFC fried chicken, but if you press -- and then press no, so basically you are removing something from the image, and then you write the name of an image of stuff that you want to remove. In this case what we did is -- no sauce, so it has removed the sauce from that fried chicken. That's really amazing. You can do that as well. So these are all the things, all the prompts that you can use. Also I want to really thank our friend Lars Nelson for all of these visuals that he provided for us. All of these videos are provided by him. Thank you very much, Lars. Our students really learned a lot from these images. Thank you very much. You can check out Lars on medium.com. He's also uploading more stuff like this, so you can basically go and check that out as well.